what is going on? Yeah, I got a little reflection of Chad right here in the window. Monday morning, Manic Monday. It's about 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm getting ready to cross over into Central Time to pick up a trailer in Gary, Indiana that's going down to Montgomery, Alabama. It's about 35 degrees out, and I got the camera out because I was going to show that this thing was only running about 160 for the last 5 miles, and then just spiked up to about 175-ish. And I'm running without the winter front, so I'm curious about what's going on, but I did add an extra gallon of coolant. Maybe it just, there was a pocket in there or something, because when I had that hose block, stuff like that, I had a couple I had to clamp on there a little bit better. So I did that on Saturday, went Friday afternoon and grabbed some new hose clamp later, some better ones than the ones I had. But, over time things just get old and shit, and start to break down and whatnot. So I threw those on, greased the front of the truck up, and then washed it. Yesterday I detailed the truck. I cleaned the tanks because they were completely disgusting from that blowout, and did the stacks. I threw a coat of wax on the truck because it needed it from all those Dawn baths. It really needs me to go through with a paint cleaner again, but I just threw a quick wax on it, that way I could get her done. And we're cruising now down 24. I'm gonna have to stop here in a little bit, get a splash, that way I can make it over. I'm basically gonna get completely annihilated today on the fuel prices, because the stuff is going to be so expensive in Indiana. Until I can get down to Kentucky and get some decent price fuel, I'm pretty much going to be eating this one, taking not a loss, but I won't be making as much, I can tell you that much right now. And I honestly probably should just topped off in Lima on Friday when we were coming home, but I didn't, so it's just what it is. So that's what's going on today on the show, on the Chad Teagan YouTube channel show. They didn't really give you too much of a how to get in this fucking place. Maybe right there. Stop. Do not go past this point. If you've gone the wrong way, risk. Call for instructions around. I think I'm pulling in here. They're going to open a gate possibly for me, and I don't know. I honestly don't fucking know. But I got to come in here to get a trailer. So I gotta call them and figure out how fuck to get in here real quick, because obviously I've gone too far. So yeah, I'm pulling one of that shit. All right, while we're in, yeah, man, they got this fucking, I mean, it's a stone lot. It's what it is. It's a shit show. It's not the first time I've ever been at a Schneider place, but it's what it is. When you're doing power moves, you pull about anything that's going to make you some scratch. Slow down there, Tex. And this is going to make me some decent money, so I'm not complaining. Plus, it might not even be an orange trailer. Even if it is an orange trailer, couldn't be any worse than that Bud Light trailer, right? Come on. Woo, boy, I was getting the shit there for that piece of junk. But you know what? I made decent money on that trail. I think I made $1,000 pulling that down there. So I'm definitely not complaining. If I'm gonna make $1,000 on this, I'm gonna make close to $1,000 on this. Pulling this down to Montgomery, Alabama. I'm not gonna complain. I'm just doing what I gotta do. It could be a white one too. Look at that, there's a white one getting pulled out right there. So I'm gonna go find my trailer. 146.95. The kid said it was over here through a stone line, chain link fence. I think he said you go down over here. I don't remember. Yeah, right there. Right there's the hole. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. It's just whatever. I'll be back. They told me it was a brand new trailer, but I doubt it. Those are HMs. I can't fucking tell, dude. There's got to be some numbers on these things somewhere. Most of these are peeled off though. Maybe they're still in the front. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when I hook up to it. We're either going to be pulling a pumpkin patch or we're going to be pulling a white one. So I'll check back up to you when I figure it out. You know what I mean? Well, let's get out real quick since we haven't had any FaceTime yet. I'm sure you're probably missing your boy. Not really, but oh well. Let's get your eyes on what we got going on here. Used, sold, 53 footer. It's really not in bad condition at all, to be honest with you. I kind of checked it out. Used trucks for sale. Boom, there you go. So, did we buy a used Schneider trailer? Is the question. Absolutely fucking not. We're just pulling this down for somebody. Tires were all good, you know what I mean? Oh, looks like a spring ride. Mud flaps, lights, the whole kit caboodle shabam. Opened the door, took some pictures, sent them to the guy. No license plate, which is normal for me. You know, outlaw trucking. In transit, baby. Usually don't get fucked with, so whatever. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, get you some of that, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get you some of that. I'm just rolling downtown Indy right now. Talked to the gentleman on the phone that bought the trailer that I'm taking it to, and he says if I can get there tonight, he'll take it. So I'm going to drive straight through. I told him I'd be there at 10. The GPS says 8:13 right now. It started off with 7:58, but we've managed to get up to 8:13. The wind was horrible. It's probably 20 mile per hour headwind coming at me when I had first left Chicago until I got down to probably about 30 miles north of Indy. It started letting up a little bit. Now I don't have any, obviously, but I can only go 50, so just trucking, you know. Got this guy coming up on the right-hand side because he's in a big yank. This guy in front of me just slowing down and stuff. He was doing it, but he decided that he was going to chill out a little bit, so we're just running here in the center lane now. Just cruising along, you know what I mean? And then once we hit
left 2 lanes.
Yeah, 65 south, we get out of town, we'll boogie again. I mean, I'm running 70 if I can run 70. If the truck lets me go 70, I'm running. You know what I mean? I just do whatever the truck lets me do. I'm not necessarily going to get a big ass fucking ticket or pulled over, or, you know, throw off some alarms because I'm going 70. See you, motherfucker. So now we can pick it back up and do our thing. You know what I mean? I thought the stadium was around here somewhere. Must be on 70 maybe. I don't know when you cross over.
In 2 miles, keep left onto I-65 south toward Louisville.
Alrighty. Left lane's in. You better get on it, Griswold. worst
to
case
keep
scenario, if
left
I got
onto
ditched, I'll just
I-65
throw you on the
south
fucking
toward
ground,
Lincoln.
or chuck you in the back and get you later. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man. Siva, this guy's been with me since like around Chicago. Well, Gary, Lake Station area. Guy passed me right after we got on 65. He's been right there ever since. You know me.
For 283 miles, continue straight.
Holy Kamoa. 283 miles. I don't think it's 283 miles to Louisville. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? Maybe I'll pick you back up when we get over there. Pay to cross that freaking bridge, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Well, couldn't get you out in Louisville because I was in the Hammer Lane doing it, and it wasn't too busy. I mean, I just flowed right through there 65 miles per hour. I figured if they're gonna get me, they're gonna come and get me. They're gonna have to come and get me because I ain't stopping. I was moving. So I figured I'd get you through this section here real quick because it's kind of S-curvy. The only really, you know, curvy section on 65 as far as I'm concerned. Really not, you know, when I had Kim with me last week, she said, is it going to be any mountains that we go through? And I said, that's not really mountains, that's more long grades, you know. Other than that, it's more hilliest. The mountains might be over the side and stuff, but you like cut right through them, you know what I mean? Always like this. Yeah. Man, there was a nasty accident northbound 65 about, I think it was the 35 or something like that. There was a pickup truck that was basically the passenger side all the way up to the back of the cab, and it was an extended cab, looked like a Chevy, like Silverado or something, newer truck. All the way back to the extended cab smashed. So if there's somebody in the passenger seat, somebody even come over the CB and said, man, if there's somebody in the passenger seat, they're dead. They ain't coming home for Thanksgiving, and that was about the God's honest truth because that looked pretty nasty. And yeah, that was backed up probably a good 10 miles because they were telling them to get off on the 29. And by the time those people got up to the 29, they probably should have got off on the exit before because, and they were like, yeah, it's going to be shut down. So while it was shut down pretty much, there was a tow truck and a fire engine trying to get through. And there's people off in the median and stuff like that, four-wheelers and shit, so they could get through. But then, you know, you got all these other people who don't have CVs, who don't fucking care, who don't understand what's going on. They probably don't speak English. They probably don't, you know, comprehend anybody's, you know, they need a translator or the phone to talk. So it's just blocking the way up. Yeah, we're pulling it straight, man. We're starting to slow down a little bit. Ran through a little bit of rain, kind of depressed and disappointed, but it's what it is. I knew I was going to, but I did polish the tanks yesterday. I polished the stacks yesterday because the tanks, man, they were freaking nasty, stained from that antifreeze blowout. So I got them a little dirty. I even threw some wax on the truck. I can't remember if I talked about that or not. I may have earlier. I don't know. I haven't ran a winter front yet today. From when I took off, it was 32 degrees this morning when I walked out to the truck to plug it in at 4 a.m. And then it was weird. It was running over about 180 and then it just dropped back down. But I think it's because the way the wind was blowing. It was pushing pretty heavy. So, you know, I talked about that when I ran through Indy, but it really didn't take me that long. I didn't feel like to get down to Louisville once I got through Indy. So far it's been a pretty decent day for traffic. I know that it's Thanksgiving week, so everything's going to be double fine. It's the busiest traffic day for travel and shit like that. So I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. I tried to find that load. I couldn't get that load. If I can get a load, I'll get a load. If I can't get a load, then I can't get a load. Then I'll find somewhere comfortable. I'm not really going to be too far away from Panama City, Florida, so I may just make my way down there and have a time, you know, know, and check that out a little bit. You know, who knows what's going to happen, I guess. I'm on an adventure every time I get in this truck. I never know what's next. So, you know, I talked to my grandma. She's 83 years old, I think, or 86, one of the two. I am not sure if I remember exactly her complete birth age, but yeah, she was telling her about me and Kim going out last week, and she was happy. She's like, I'm proud of you, I'm happy for you, I'm glad for you, keep doing it. You know, just keep working hard and doing whatever you want to. And I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna put my life on pause for anybody right now. I don't really care to. Doesn't matter who it is, I'm going out and doing what I need to do to take care of me and mine. So what's up? You should do the same if you're listening to this. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just worry about what you're doing or what you need to do and get the job done for you, because nobody else is out there doing it for you. You're the only person that's going to do it and get the job done. So don't stop doing it, because it's, you know what time it is. We doing it. Well, just sliding through Nashville here. It's been pretty okay so far. Not too busy at all. Looks like we got some brake lights up here. I'm getting ready. 3-minute traffic is
In
what
2
the
miles,
GPS
take
says.
exit 50B to merge onto I-40 west toward Huntsville.
I'll turn down Katie Babs on you. Yeah, we'll see though. I'm gonna just stay in the center lane here. Keep on chucking up, and if I gotta stop for some reason, I'm grabbing my glasses and pulling my contacts out, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't want to fucking make no full stop if I don't have to, but you know what I mean? I just want to get in on the old Nissan Tennessee Titans football stadium up here. I like seeing the stadiums when I go through big cities. I always think that's cool. It's even cooler when they're actually playing a game, you know what I mean? And if this camera's crooked and these angles are crooked for some reason, when I got this thing right in front of my mouth like this, like I'm talking on a CB, I apologize. But, you know, what can you do? I'm trying to do everything all the time by myself. So it's just what it is, you know? Just one of those situations. Yeah, 3-minute traffic, not too bad. I don't think so. I'm gonna plop her down into 4th gear. Yeah, there it is, over there. Get on that. Probably not gonna get you all the way up in there, because I'm probably gonna cut this off here in a second, to be honest with you. You know, once we get by this guy, you might be able to get a little better view. You know? Those trees are in the way. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that over there. Alright, we'll be back. It'll probably be tomorrow morning, because it's going to be dark by the time I get there, obviously, because it's already starting to get dark. So I'm going to have to just, you know, catch up with you in the morning, or maybe if I drop it, I may turn the light on and do a personal interview, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just don't know, you know, what I'm going to do when I get there. So, sorry. Well, it's the next day. I'm at the Loves in, well, it's outside of Montgomery, actually. I can't remember what this fucking town is called. Give me a second here. I'm off of exit 22, Shorter, Alabama. And I'm just hanging out. It's about 12:45 their time, Central Standard Time. Basically slept here last night. It was where that little car is, but I moved over here. That way it could be next to the curb and have a little bit more room on the side of my truck. That way somebody else wants to pull up here, it's okay. Talk to the manager. He come out. He seen me this morning when I was getting up. And he's like, oh, I thought you were moving, because he was parked here. I was like, no. So like, I thought you were leaving. You're supposed to park back here. I said, dude, I'd park back here, but I don't want to take a full spot up. I can fit in this spot just fine. What's the big deal, you know? And he didn't really give me too much guff, so I just said whatever, and moved over here anyways. And I'll stay here, but I can't find any loads that are moving that are even remotely close to me to get. I would have to go close to 200 miles to get anything, and I just haven't made that move yet. I talked to Kim earlier. It's not a big deal. Tuesday. Thanksgiving is Thursday. If I don't make it home, whatever. We're not doing anything anyways, like I was talking about before in the video, which would have been yesterday. There's actually a casino right on the other side of that box truck down the road that I can go to that's open 24/7 if I really get bored. But I did talk to Don McCord today on the phone, and I'm about 3 hours from him, and he said they're really not doing nothing. They're gonna have his wife's aunt and uncle over for Thanksgiving, and that's it. So he's like, dude, if you want to come on over. So if I can't find something tomorrow, I told him if I can't find something tomorrow, I'll come and park in his driveway and I'll just sleep in the truck. It ain't no big deal, and just use his facilities or whatever. He's like, oh man, we can put you up, we got room. I'm like, dude, this is a brand new bed out here. I'm cool, I'll sleep out in the truck, just hang out and drink with him inside and stuff and do the thing, you know what I mean? Old Garrett Jamoni Hodges said he might even come up for the weekend, or he said he plans on coming up to see Don this weekend, so that'd be cool. And too bad old James Pretty's out flying her. We could have had a Four Horsemen reunion, if you know what I mean. But we'll get one of these days. So yeah, I'm just sitting here. It's about time for me to quit looking. I mean, if I do find something, it'd probably be for tomorrow anyways, which is fine. Worst case scenario, I can get myself set up to where I can drive somewhere, but it's supposed to get super nasty here within about an hour or so. You can see the clouds obviously, and the only thing I'm worried about is being this close to this pole. But I did just move, so I do have my air built up a little bit. Worst case scenario, if shit starts getting crazy, I'll just fire up the truck and move to where I'm not in the limelight of this pole coming down on top of me. Other than that, I should be fine. Didn't have too bad of nasty weather last night, so I'm not too concerned, but you know, it's one of those things that's just in the back of your mind. And you know how it goes. We're just truck stop pimping. And there's a TA over there. If I needed to go over there, I could. There's an Exxon right there that's got the cheapest diesel fuel, but it'd probably be like, hey, stick one of these small vehicle pumps in your tank and get $200 worth and get 50 gallons and then move on down the road. But I did see a Circle K or something that's down the road for $3.60. It's 42 miles away. I got enough fuel to make it 42 miles, but I'd still throw a splash in there because I basically used it all last night when I was running that trailer down. But yeah, that was nice. I dropped that off. That guy met me, and then I went to there was a B-dubs about 2 blocks away, Country Mile. Went over there, ate, and then I cruised over here last night and parked and ran inside, grabbed me a Buc-ee's, and passed out after I was done drinking that. I didn't even finish it, but I was exhausted. I was beat, and it was good. So probably have another one here shortly once I figure out what's going on. I mean, they come out and tell me to move, I'll just move to the back and say, okay, I'm gonna find a spot where I'm not taking any spot from anybody who's got a trailer, and I'm just gonna park along the side or something, and it's just what it is. I just don't want to be too close to that woods if shit does get sideways. But I mean, after 1 o'clock, or I think 4 o'clock from what I was seeing on the weather, it should be everything should be good to go, and I shouldn't have to worry about too much shit. So yeah, that's what's coming through right now here in a little bit, and then it kind of just trickles off. Pull it up bigger if I could, but I mean, the worst, you know, here we go. Strong gusty winds. Here you go, tornado threat. Well, we'll see. So that's life. That's trucking. That's what I said. That's trucking. Just hanging out, doing the thing, doing the truck stop bop. No, we're not bopping around. We're just kind of hanging out. And I mean, I search for loads every 15 minutes. It's just nothing pops up. Nothing pops up. It's just what it is when you live this kind of lifestyle. And Kim talked to me earlier. She said, are you mad about it? I said, no, I'm not mad about it. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. I made enough money to come down here and sit for 2 or 3 days and not even have to worry about anything. I'm not spending, you know, if I spend $50 a day sitting down here waiting for a load, it's fine. That's just what it is. I got a $35 per diem every day I sit out in this truck anyways. So take me off on my taxes. Maybe I'll actually get something back this year. I don't know. I've been paying in, so I've been paying in for the last 4 years since I started running my own truck. And That'd be something if I actually I got a tax return, wouldn't it? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Oh man, what's going on, guys? Just hanging out. I'm getting ready to head into this casino because I couldn't find a load today. I'm down by Montgomery, Alabama, by Shorter. And I figured, why not? I just took a freaking shower. So I'm going to come try my hand, see if I can't win some money on some slots. Maybe I'll have a cold Bucky's or something, you know what I mean? There's Love's right over there and a TA Petro. So I don't really have to drive far. I mean, I got to move the truck like 2 football fields and that's it. So figure why not? See if they even let me in. They might kick me out and say, you can't come out here because it said no tractor trailer parking. This place is freaking dead, dude. If they don't want my money, I just tell them to blow off, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, man, this place smells good too. Oh, freaking truck right here. Maybe I can win it. I don't know. I'm making a Snapchat video. You want to get in on this? You want to get in on this? Oh. She don't want to. Maybe I can get some vouchers, man. It's a pretty nice place though. It smells amazing in here. I'm telling you what. About 240 cash on me. Hopefully I don't spend it all. Don't tell Kim. She might get mad. Oh well, we'll see. You know what I mean? You already busted my chops, Kimberly. Look at this. Bam. Just sat down. I was right. $4. I'm already over my $10 limit that I just stuck in there. Are you kidding me? All night long, baby. Let me see that phone. I'm bringing it hot. That's what's up, baby. Yeah, right there. Free 8 games. Jamming over here. Uh-oh. Come on. Big money. Big money here. Still playing on house money here. Haven't even spent $1 of my own, except on this Bucky's. Right over there. Bam, $5.36, baby. That's what's up. Well, they fuck kicked me out. Said I gotta move my truck. But I did make some money. They said if I went over to the truck stop and came back, they'd come and pick me up. Bam. I hit 200 on one. And I'd just thrown a 20 in. So I made my money back, what I'd spent. And I was playing with their house money and took some away. Maybe I'll call them up. I don't understand them, though, because there's a fucking camper right next to me. And he don't have to move, but I do. Bullshit. It's whatever, though, dude. Maybe I'll just ride over the truck stop park and call them up and say, come get me. They got free valet. You know what I mean? Look at that shit. Fuck camper right next to me. But I gotta move. Blow off. Guess what, boys? Kim, I'm back. And we're back at it, having a Bucky's. Let's see what we got going on here. We got some free spins. Oh, we're up to $1.75. Every single star up there gets big money. Not really. I think I made 20 on it, and then I ran it down, and then I'm about to get it back here. I'm about to pull it and go somewhere else probably, because it's the same thing every time. I need to go back over those dollar slots and make my money, just like I'm on that 200 the last time. Come on. Let's see what we got here. Nope, we got screwed. Totally hosed. $5.20 plus. Bring it on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's it. Waka waka. 16 bucks. 17. 16.40. 16.60. Whatever. Oh, sucks. Well, howdy do. Oh man, I'm probably looking rough today. Woo, boy. Wednesday morning, it's about 10 a.m. Obviously the truck's running, building air. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Anyways, I got sitting here, went to the casino yesterday, was out late last night. I got back to the truck, it was about 2 a.m. I think, and I was over there for a good long time. I got $60 from them, and I played on that for probably about 8 hours, and then finally I ended up losing $140 at the end of the day, which I'm not really mad about. It's money. It was nice to be able to go over and gamble for that long. I mean, I was drinking beers left and right. It was a smoking casino, so I probably reek a little bit like smoke and beer, but it's what it is. That's life, and that's trucking. I was gonna do something else, but I can't remember. I'm getting ready to. Anyways, I'm getting ready to go grab a trailer. Guy broke down, needs a trailer moved from north of Atlanta to Indy. It's a 45-foot little pizza trailer, I guess. I don't know. They said it's for a semi, so I guess his semi broke down. Then he's renting a vehicle, and he's gonna follow me or whatever in it, like a chase vehicle. So that'll be cool. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to make it home for Thanksgiving. Thought I was gonna go hang out with Donnie, but this popped up, and a dude, actually the broker called me, was like, hey, I seen you're checking out this load. I said, the only problem is my company, my factoring company won't factor with you. So, you know, I had to give him the business about that. But then he's like, I'll just pay you directly. And I'm like, works for me. So I'm still waiting on this rate con from him. And letting the truck build air. And then I'm going to go grab a splash of fuel and boogie down the road. That way I can get this, because I will be able to drop this off tonight. And that was my biggest concern, was that I wouldn't be able to drop this thing off tonight, and then I'd be stuck with an empty trailer for the weekend. And that's what I told him. I said, look, dude, if I can't drop this as soon as I get there, I won't pull it, because I'm not sitting at a truck stop. He said, no, it's going to a residential area. I said, whatever, dude. But if the guy's going to be with me, so be it. Then it should be okay. Sorry for the buzzing. I'm going to cut you out. I'll bring you back later once I get over there and get this. I got to grab a splash and take off. It's about 10 a.m. Central Time, so it's going to obviously, an hour's going to catch up, but it's whatever. I told my wife, I said, well, we were talking earlier, and she's like, I just don't want you to be at a truck stop alone over Thanksgiving. I said, dude, worst case scenario, I said, I'll go to Don's. It ain't a big deal, dude. It's not really a big deal, because we ain't doing anything anyways. But I do got some new shocks I want to get on this truck, like, as soon as possible, because those tires, those steers are wearing and shit like that. But other than that, dude, I would have stayed down here. It's not really that big of a deal, and just got something she's bitching at me about. Well, you left Monday and now you're, you know, giving me the business. You're going to be stuck down there for one load. I said, hey, that one load paid me money, and the taxes came out, because I had to pay my taxes, and that's already taken care of. So that's like, I don't want to be sitting around. I said, some money for me working one day, but this, I'm gonna have 2 days, and then maybe if I get up there Friday, I might be able to do something, because tomorrow I'll probably end up putting those shocks on, because why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? So until then, you know what we say? We will see ya. Oh, the joys of going around Atlanta.
What are you running into the cat?
I got people talking to me left and right. 350 Big Cam Cummins. Saying nice truck, this and that. My response is typical. Check me out. Appreciate you, driver. Check me out on YouTube. Come on. That's all I say usually most of the time. And then they start asking other questions. I'll talk to them, BS, whatever. Apparently there's a vehicle crash up here. Yeah, it looks like in 3 minutes, so at least we're moving. It was 12-minute traffic when I first started. This load has become somewhat of a clusterfuck here. I keep on getting called by this broker talking about this is going on, this is going on. The guy wants to follow me in a pickup truck. I said, look, dude, I'm gonna be like slugging up and down these mountains. We gotta go through, I'm in Atlanta right now. I gotta go through Chattanooga. That's gonna be a pain. I gotta go through Nashville. It's never easy to get through. Then I gotta go through Louisville to get up to Indy. So those are some major cities on the busiest day of travel in the United States, you know, pretty much.
Hey, what year is it?
Jesus Christ, dude, can you give me a frickin' break? It's an 83. If you check out my YouTube, you'll see the green one. That one's a 90.
10-4.
Yeah, man, any more questions there, driver? Anyways, I'm just trucking. I'm trying to talk to you, and it's just what it is. I honestly didn't mean to grab the hammer lane. I just end up in the hammer lane because when 20 come across, is split this way and split this way, and I was just happened to be right in the freaking hammer lane, so I'm just doing it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, looks
Yeah, I'm definitely subscribed to you, man, because, yeah, that's a good looking rig, man. I just see people still working on them.
Okay, I'm gonna get off here because there's a truck broke down, looks like right in the middle of the road. Yeah, looks like there's a semi up above us here in front of us that's like he may be jackknifed across the road here, so you're gonna either want
Crash
the right or
reported
the
ahead
left
on
lane there,
I-285
driver.
north in
You're not gonna want to be in the
350
middle, that's for
You're
sure.
still on the fastest route.
Yeah, I'm about to get over.
So yeah, I guess
Appreciate that heads up.
that's what's going on. And then I'm gonna have this tail. I just told the guy because he's talking about gas on a generator on his trailer. So I'm like, look, dude, I'm gonna go hook up to the trailer. I'm gonna take off. This guy can catch me. I guarantee he's gonna catch me because that's just what it is when you're running a 40-year-old trailer or truck up and down through the mountains. So, I mean, it's what it is. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's a complete fucking mess up here. No cops or nothing yet. Who knows what's going on? This fucking guy. And I necessarily ain't in a hurry because guy's like, oh, don't get there until 4 or something. So I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm gonna get there around 2:30ish. So we'll see. I'll be back. Yeah, that's what's going on right there. Isn't that something?
Looks like that trailer's about to come around him.
Yeah, all right, we'll be back. It's fucking mess. Woo, boy, am I not very happy right now, folks. When I booked this load, before I did everything, I specifically asked the guy, fifth wheel for a semi. Fifth wheel for a semi. Yeah. Why is he getting it towed to a Ford dealership is what I asked him. I don't know, that's just what he's doing because his semi is messed up. His semi's done, his semi's toast. No, this is for a fifth wheel pickup truck. Yeah, so there's this little generator that's sitting there that's keeping this plant-based pizzeria products cold in there. And I talked to the actual guy that owns the truck and the business on the phone when I got here, because I called up the broker and just kind of laid into him about it, because he was calling me when I was driving through Atlanta, and I was like, dude, talk about this little generator, you might need to stop and get gas. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? This is an A to B thing. This is what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for stop and get gas or carry gas cans or anything for some generator that's on the side or whatever. I don't understand what's going on. And he never says anything pickup truck the whole time until I get here. He's like, oh shit, man, oh fuck, oh man. And I'm like, well, that's why I asked you, why is it going to a Ford dealership? Specific questions for a semi. I have a semi. I specifically told him no. So I talked to the dude on the phone. I'm like, yeah, there's nowhere for me to hook my lights up. There's nowhere for me to hook my airbags up. It's 3 axles with single tires on it. I think it's a TLR trailer is what somebody was trying to post on one of the, because there's like 3 or 4 different on the load boards, 3 or 4 different brokers trying to put it out there. And I just told the dude specifically, I said, look, I mean, the only way we're going to be able to do this is if we strap that generator. He's like, well, is there anywhere you can strap the generator? I said, yeah, I got catwalk we can strap it down to, but you know, whatever. And then, I mean, still can't run my lights, but he's going to be in a truck following whoever's taking this, so he would be right behind me the whole time. And I just told him, I said, hey, worst case scenario, dude, you need to pick up some of those flashing lights from Harbor Freight. We need to mount them on there somehow. That way, you know, the trailer's got some lights. But I'm really not interested in pulling 28,000 just on my trailer brakes through on 40 from Chattanooga to Nashville, or up and down 75 over to, you know, Lexington, Cincinnati, all that BS to cut over to Indy, because this thing needs to go to Indy. And it's just so irritating. And he's like, well, I'll call the guy and see if I can get a little bit more out of the rate. That way I can get you some money. And I'm like, you just cost me $200 is what I told him in diesel fuel in 3 hours of my time, because it's just irritating. So now I'm probably not going to make it home for Thanksgiving unless I'd say fuck it, just bobtail home. which is an option. I'm really not too far from Don's house, but I don't really want to intrude. I just really wish I would have known this. I would have never left where I was at, you know, and I would have waited for, you know, until I found something. But I mean, I'd planned on going over to Don's anyways. It's not like it was a big deal. He already told me I could come over and stuff. I just don't want to be going over to somebody's house, you know, with a bad mood or something like this shit. But I'm not going to let it affect me for too long. Definitely won't be working with dudes I don't trust, because this is so irritating. I mean, but it's part of the game. That's trucking. Oh, we'll move on and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. This is cool. This guy's got this little boom arm on this thing. He's picking up leaves over here. I don't know if you can see him or not. Yeah, cut off highlighter shirt on in that truck too. Yeah, get that thing down there. He's working with the joystick. Sweep, 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 sweep. That's sick. Sweep, 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 sweep. Leaf pickup. That's cool. Just whacking a joystick probably in there back and forth. Yeah, that was a hot ass mess. That truck was completely splattered on his passenger side. His truck was smoking. His antifreeze, he probably had a leak somewhere. And when I passed that wrecked truck there in Atlanta, around Atlanta, that guy looked like he was shook, man. Like, I don't know if he had called the cops. There was no rescue or anything like that there. It was just, and I thought to myself, man, I probably should have stopped, or at least, you know, called the cops. But I just kept trucking, because I just hope that he called somebody. He was on the phone with somebody, his company or something, and he was getting that taken care of. That's something that, you know, you don't want to have to deal with. And I reiterated the fact to the guy on the phone that this is the busiest travel day in the United States of America. It has been for a hot ass minute. It's going to be for a while until, you know, whatever. And shit like this ain't cool, dude. I'm not trying to get pulled over or get no ticket or nothing like that, because I got some flashing lights. But I mean, I am going to have somebody behind me if I do pull this, but I'm not thrilled about it. I mean, I'll do what I got to do. Money ain't worth it to me. I mean, I'll bobtail home and eat it, to be honest with you. Because I could care less at this point. I got enough, I make enough money to where I could do that. It wouldn't be the first time. So my wife's calling. I'll catch up with you. Oh boy, oh boy. Man, I'm telling you what, I put out the feelers on Facebook about the old situation. I just said, you know, I wish dispatchers or brokers would be more upfront and tell you everything you want to know when you're asking them questions, because, you know, it's just irritating. And somebody said, Randall Key said that just go to AutoZone and get you a female plug, you know, for this RV hookup situation for a pickup, and cut your wires, and it's just the 4 wires. And I was like, okay. And then other people started talking about some wait for them to engage. It's like there's a pause, and only the front brakes on this has a tri-axle tree axles on it. Only the front brakes drums were warm, because when I stopped at the Loves, as I told them, I said, look, there's a Loves up here. I got to grab some food. Want to check everything out, make sure everything's cool once we, you know, actually hit the interstate and I'm doing 70, because we were running through the little town that we were at, Cartersville or some shit like that. Yellow light hit and I fucking slammed on the brakes. The next thing you know, I was like, great, is this thing gonna stop or not? It reminded me of pulling a container with a chassis with no brakes, and I thought, well, I got this, dude. I did this for 4 years almost, so this is what it is. Yeah, we're passing people too. I don't even care if it's doing it. I don't understand what's going on with some of these four-wheelers. I guess if you want to do 68, you can do 68, or you want to do less, you can do less. But hey, there you go. Just speed up when I get next to you and I'm trying to pass you, because you're a fucking moron. But that's trucking, right? That's trucking, boys, girls, kids of all ages. You know, until next time, you know what we say. Okay, now they're both speeding up, so these guys are idiots. Woo! I'm home. Whoa, look at that shit, man. Oh my God, I'm home. Hauled ass, just straight fucking hauled ass. Got the stuff dropped off at like, God, it was probably a little after 3, because we had to stop. Another line went out on me again, and I just fucking ride down Louisville, 65 right in Louisville. I just pulled over.
What's up, boys? Happy Thanksgiving. Back at the house. We're gonna have some drinks. What? Moonshine. What? Turkey. What? Gravy. What? Stuffing. Potatoes. What? Just doing it. Me and the dog's over here hanging out. What? So, yeah, I slept like maybe 5 hours when I got home. I've been up for 24 trucking. Oh, it was rough, dude. I woke up, it was like 2 maybe, 1:30ish. I have been drinking, so what it is. But yeah, we're just doing it. Happy Thanksgiving style, Northwest Ohio. May even go to the movies later and see that new Trolls movie. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Get some.
Oh man, what's going on? It's Sunday, about noonish maybe. Yeah, a little before. Just walking out to the truck. Got some new shocks in my hand. I did make it home Thursday morning for Thanksgiving. After that load, I dropped that thing. It was like probably 3 or something like that in the morning, maybe 4 o'clock by the time, 4:30ish by the time we got done doing everything we were gonna do, unloading it and whatever, getting it all unhooked and stuff. And just basically boogied back home. They're really appreciative of me being able to do that and get that thing up there for them. And dude paid me in cash, so that was cool. No complaints about that ever when I get paid in cash. It's like 30, might be around 34 right now. Feels like 32, I think. I'm gonna jack the cab up here in a little bit. I got to take care of some crap in the garage, burn some boxes and stuff. I just wanted to come back and say I did make it home for Thanksgiving. Got to spend that with the wife and her youngest daughter. They didn't have really anything planned. They were going to make pretzels and something else and just eat that. They made jalapeno poppers, and then I ran up to the store real quick and got some of that like Carver ham and Carver turkey, and then grabbed a thing of potatoes, like a jar of gravy and stuff, and just did a quick Thanksgiving, because if not I wouldn't have been eating turkey. So I've ate turkey for the last 4 days now, so I'm not complaining about that. Got everything that I needed to. Not really taking care of on the truck because I haven't done anything. I did go up to the store though, and I bought some 3/4 inch line. I bought 15 feet of that, or 10 feet of that, and then I bought 15 feet of 1/2 inch line, coolant line. That way if I do have any more problems out on the road, I'm probably just gonna end up changing the lines out. Grabbed a few things of coolant too, that way I could have some extra stuff, because when I was in Louisville, I don't know if I talked about this or not, I had another line that was up against the wall here go out on me, and basically was just spewing down, and I smelt it, and the next thing you know, I seen the mist and stuff coming up this side, and I still got some remnants of that on the truck here. I haven't had a chance to clean it because it's been super cold up here, and basically the water would probably just freeze after, you know, and I don't want stuff freezing on my truck and whatnot, and then trying to get it started and taken off and this and that and blase splat. But by the end of next week, it's supposed to be up in the mid 40s, I believe. So maybe I'll do something. Then I'll probably just give it a nice quick hose bath here by the time I get done putting on the shocks and stuff like that. Those are much needed. I should have honestly ordered 2 sets, but at least I got 1, so that'll get taken care of. And then you know, just go around and button some other things up. I noticed that when I was trucking, when I left Atlanta-ish area, Cartersville, I didn't put that winter front on until I got up by Indy, and man, I was just freezing, and I had some air coming up from different spots, which I'm going to take care of when I jack the cab up and stuff and put those shocks on, which I probably won't film any of that. This is the end of that video from me getting that trailer, bringing it up. Like I said, big shouts to everybody that got a hold of me on Facebook and told me how to quick wire that electric plug on real quick. That helped me out a lot. Was able to take care of what I needed to and get the job done. So big shouts to everybody on that. Definitely appreciate the help. Always learning something new every day. I don't ever claim to be the smartest guy or know everything. I don't know shit. I'm just out here doing what I can do. In a 40-year-old truck, and if something goes wrong, I'll fix it, and or I'll reach out and get the advice I need to be able to take care of it so we can keep going and keep doing it. So that's what's up. But yeah, I got some stuff that I can throw in the truck. That way if something happens, if it was a little bit warmer, I would probably drain the stuff down, change out some lines, but I just was able to throw a connector on with 2 hose clamps to take care of the leak. I didn't have any more leaks after that, so I'll check the fluids. I was able to put 1 gallon of coolant in, and I never got over 180, so really wasn't too concerned about it. And you know, I just trucked on, and then haven't really messed with it since I pulled in the driveway, because I just needed to kind of settle down and relax. And you know, it's just been somewhat cold. Friday I had to run and do something with the wife, take her over to Toledo for something, and yesterday I was watching a football game, and that pretty much, after that I was just passed out. It's supposed to start spitting, snowing, and wintry rain mix, so this should be a good time today doing this. Gotta get some gloves on my hands so they don't freeze, but I got other things to do first. Boxes to burn, get my little heater going in the garage. That way if I do get cold, I can just go back and forth. But you know, pretty much bundled up, so it's what it is. Hopefully you guys like, share, subscribe, comment. Until next time, you know what we say, we will see ya.